Hello everyone, how you doing today? Today I'm going to talk a little bit about what it costs to work. There are expenses associated with most places of employment. I will give you some examples. For example, if you stop and get a latte every day on your way to work, that's depending on where you go. Let's say $4.25 for a latte. Multiply that by 5 and you get around $21 or something like that. So multiply that by 4 weeks and you're spending $85 a month on lattes. And when I worked, sometimes I got more than a latte. Sometimes I would get a scone or a bagel to go with it. So that raises that total of 85 to, 120, So that's a substantial amount of money, especially, if you are trying to save money to pay off a mortgage, a car, just to build up your savings or your emergency fund. That's a significant amount of money. Let's see, what's $85 times 12? That would be $1,020 a month just on stopping and getting a coffee every morning on your way to work. I mean, that's some serious cash when you look at it that way. The other expense associated with working is there's always co-workers. Like if you're in a large office or a, medium to, 50 or more employees, there's always someone selling for their kids for school, be it candy bars, Christmas wrapping paper, cookie dough, you name it. There's or just to sponsor them for a readathon or a walkathon. It's a pretty consistent. Every month someone's got something, and of course you want to support the kiddos and make your coworkers feel good, but at the same time, that can add up to $25, $50 a month just to do that. So that would be $50 times, I do not do math in my head, sorry. That would be another $600 to add to your $1,000. So now we're at $1,600 so far a year to work. Then of course you have eating out. I used to eat out a lot. It was a chance for me to get away from my desk, because if I ate at work, I would sit right there and eat at my desk and continue on working. So it was like I never really had a break. So if you can, you don't have to leave and go buy lunch. You can pack your lunch and go somewhere, sit under a tree at a picnic table, drive to a park and sit at the park and eat your lunch. Or whatever. But I used to spend about $36 a week. So $36 a week times 4 weeks. So that is about $144 a month to eat your lunches out 3 days a week. Let's add that. Let's do 144 times 12. Add that to our grand total we've got going. $1,728 so far to work a year. Okay, and now we have the obvious expense of gas. It can be anywhere from $150 to $200. It seems like I used to spend about $200 a month on gas to get to work. Now that is about 10 years ago. Okay, so these are prices from back in the day. Now they're considerably higher, but so let's just go with the $200 a month times 12. That's $2,400 a year on gas to get to work. And then lastly, I have your clothing. Now, depending on the kind of job you have, that determines what kind of clothing you need to wear. So if you work at a bank or an insurance office or any kind of administration job, which is what I was in, so I had to dress nice. I couldn't just wear jeans and t-shirts every day, which I would have loved. So for myself, I had to have 3 pairs of pants. This is for the year. 3 pairs of pants, 2 skirts, 2 dresses, 3 pairs of shoes, and a jacket. Now, of course, there's more in there that I didn't list, like, you know, undergarments or whatever. But that alone is $350. Now, let's say you totally change your apparel to the season. So let's just say fall, spring, summer, fall, winter. So that's 2 different types of seasonal clothes. So you would multiply that by 2. So that would be $700. Okay, and now I didn't know anyone that worked where I worked that only spent that much. Sometimes I spent a lot more because, you know, you work hard, you take care of your family, and you want to treat yourself to something nice. And so sometimes it was more than that. So let me just do a quick add all these totals up for the year. We've got 1,600, 1,700, 2,400, and 700. So that comes to $6,400 a month. Now, you don't need to check my math because I'm sure there's errors in there, but you basically get the point that it costs money to work. So what are some things you can do to save money? Well, one, like I mentioned, is packing your own lunch and going somewhere, leaving the office at lunch and enjoying your lunch and your time alone. The other thing that I did try to do, because I felt like I was spending so much money stopping at Starbucks every day, is I started telling myself, okay, I only get a Starbucks on Friday, because Friday is the marker for the weekend. And so I'm treating myself to my Starbucks and my scone or whatever every Friday morning. So I cut that expense way back. The baby showers and sponsoring things, I just started buying the bare minimum of what I had to buy. I didn't try to contribute to every single thing. And everyone seemed to understand. I didn't have to say anything. I would just pass it on to the next inbox. So another way with your fuel, sometimes you can ride with a person to work once a day, or once a week to cut back on your fuel. But for some people that's really hard. You like to have your freedom. Maybe you have to pick your kids up every day after work, or you always have to stop at the store. So you really, don't want a carpool, which I totally get. But if you can, even if it was just one day a week, that would be great. Now, as for the clothes, there are a lot of things you can do with your clothes if you buy them. For example, and this is another video all in itself, but you know, some people believe in having a capsule wardrobe where they only buy like black, white, and tan, or in navy blue or something like that, and all the pieces can be mixed together to make several outfits that go across the season. So that's something you can do to save money. You can shop at discount outlets. You can shop at thrift stores. I used to shop at thrift stores all the time, and it was like a favorite thing of mine to do, was entertainment. But I would get some really nice stuff and take it and get it dry cleaned and mend it if you had to, and no one would even know, you know. But you have to kind of develop an eye for picking out the right thing. Where I live, thrift stores have gotten so expensive that it's kind of taken the fun out of it. But so those are all, that's what all your expenses are. A lot of your expenses to work outside the home, and some ideas on how to curb those expenses. I hope this video helps someone out there to consider what they are spending to keep their job, and can find ways to save. And until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.